Let's go to Jamie, though. He's an Everton fan. James.
Jimbo.
Gents, I'm telling you, someone once said, Sean Dyche is a ginger Mourinho. He's a ginger Mike Walker. Get the man out. I'm telling you now, if we had Franco Baresi at centre-half, he'd still play Michael Keane. We signed 4 new players in the summer, and he started 1 against Brighton and Spurs. He'd come out today, the sports yesterday, whenever it was, and he said, hero, villain. This place is extreme. He's speaking like the cop height he is. Let me tell you, he's no hero. Let me explain why. Season 1, we had no new manager bounce at all. We went to the final game of the season against Bournemouth, and we survived. Season 2, we had 1 good week. We beat Forest, Liverpool, and Brentford in a week. Before that, we had 1 win in 11, and Chelsea beat us by 6. He starts this season and says Michael Keane had a strong pre-season. He played against Salford. Salford beat us 2-1. Coventry beat us 3-0. When we had to send it off last week, he put McNeil at right back. He then brings Holgate on and got a £17 million centre-half on the bench who played well against Roma. I think it's the most Everton thing Everton have ever done. And Sean Dyche just has to go. We've got Bournemouth coming up and Doncaster. And I'm telling you, I think them 2 games could finish him. I think the stars are aligning for Moyes to come back.
I mean, you can't really get away from the fact that they have been absolutely shocking in the opening 2 games. And there are, like, I've always been a big fan of Sean Dyche. He knows how to get results. He keeps them in the league, but it's not looking good at the moment. This team that I'm looking at is not a team that should be getting beat 3-0, 4-0.
Jamie, I phoned up the first game after last. I don't know if you remember it. You and Gabby were on. He picked Neil Maupay, and Gabby said he was going to send me a Neil Maupay shirt. Thankfully, Gabby never. My point was, his decision-making was woeful. The first game of this season, I went to the Roma game. Jake O'Brien, 17 million quid. He played well. He's got a bit of brand weight about him. The selection comes out. I couldn't believe it. Michael Keane is a calamity. And I say it again, if we have Baresi at centre-half, he still play Michael Keane. Whenever Michael Keane plays, we can see 2, 3, 4.
Right, let me ask you this question, Jamie, right?
Go on.
Every year, Everton find themselves in this situation. Every year. Is it the club? Is it the players? Is it the manager? A combination of all? Because you can sack Sean Dyche, right? And I hear you, after those 2 games, 7 goals conceded, none scored. He's going to be under pressure, right? You're at you're in the bottom of the table as we speak right now, most goals conceded. But I just wonder who comes in. Is there just something at that football club that's rotten?
Jason, there's bigger issues. There is. We've got issues galore. But what I'm saying about Sean Dyche as a manager of Everton Football Club, I've seen Everton in the 80s, from the 80s onwards. We've had some good times, we've had some bad times. I'm telling you, when Sean Dyche got the job, the guy is a ginger Mike Walker. We've had nothing with him. I can't.
Welcome to Yeovil Recreation Centre. Just 6 months ago, this place was on the brink of closure. I'm here with British Gas, giving this club a new lease of life.
It's amazing. I can't believe what British Gas and their team have done in such a short space of time.
Find your electrified Toyota, whether hybrid, plug-in hybrid, or all electric. At Toyota, every choice counts.
See anything now? Yeah, we get rid of him. We got rid of Lampard. We're back to the same old. We need stability. And I think Moyes, you know what? At one point, I wouldn't have gone backwards. I think at the moment, if we finish this season and we are relegated, and that's the last season, the game of Goodison, and we start the next season in the Championship in our new stadium, I'll be jumping into the River Mead.
Rotherham. Imagine that first game of the season, Rotherham, a multi-million-pound stadium.
Jason, I'll be jumping.
Mike, he's a Man City fan. All right, Mike.
Mikey?
Hi, boys. Have you had a good summer?
There he is.
Yeah, well, good, mate. You?
Yeah, well, sort of. Weather was beautiful today at City. It was a lovely, lovely game.
A lovely game. Honestly, you Man City fans really wind me up.
Well, it was
a lovely game.
I know, but do you know what? Even at 1-0 down.
What's that mean?
Mikey wasn't worried at 1-0 down.
No worry at all.
No, he wasn't worried.
He was just relaxing. But listen, boys, I want to tell you something. My mum has been going to City since 1937, right? And she's died this week.
No, I'm sorry about that, Mikey.
Yeah, but just wanted to say, she's had the last 4 years with dementia, but just wanted to say, because I know like you guys sort of care about stuff like dementia, through the last 4 years, I've gone and seen her like pretty much every day. But one thing that I did, so, you know, like she didn't know who I was, but she sort of did through a smile.
Yeah.
I played a football things on YouTube, like over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't know her own name. She didn't know my dad's name. She didn't recognise pictures of family, anything like that. But she'd be able to point at City, right, and smile like mad. She knew when it was a City goal on the thing. I'm just saying to people, if you get anyone with dementia, don't just think they're in the home and they've totally gone and they're not the same person. Just keep going and keep showing them stuff like City and everything, you know. And it really, really makes a difference to them. You know, and she had no clue. And then when she saw Gary Neville on the video, she pulled the right face. So it shows that they're definitely still in there.
Well, look, listen, it's a great phone call you made, Mike, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that appreciate this. And you know, sorry about your news. You know, it's
no problem.
So it's yes, I know, but congratulations today, by the way. And you know,
it was great.
Haaland's 10th hat trick apparently.
Yeah, and do you know what the great thing about today was? It was seeing James McAtee actually playing for us. That was brilliant. And then having Gundog back, oh my God, that's like the best thing ever, that. For a player to leave after a load of success, go to Barcelona and come back and say, City's better than Barcelona. It was just mind-blowing, that. You know, so when he came on, he got a massive, massive sort of cheer and everything.
All right, Mike, top man, mate.
Cheers, Mike.
Let's go to Dan. He's an Ipswich fan. All right, Dan.
Danny boy.
Hi, Jamie. All right, Jay.
Yeah.
Right, Danny boy.
Dan, look, you had a decent start, went in front. Schmodic scoring on his Premier League debut. But after that, a bit of a mess.
Yes, we did. It was a dream start of, sort of dreamland, go 1-0 at City. And then obviously we had a mad, erratic, 10 minutes. We let 3 goals in. Got mistakes. Lyric maybe fault for a couple of goals. I know the penalty looked a bit iffy as well. Whether the penalty was a penalty, I'm not sure. But after that, we sort of back in the game. Well, City had a few chances, but there's plenty of positives to look at the last 2 games, really, going forward.
Do you know what, Dan? Right, listen, I don't think anyone can make a call on Ipswich yet. Jay thinks you're down, right? No,
I was joking when I said that.
Well, okay, well,
throw me under the bus for.
I take you seriously, Jay.
What do you mean? You never take me seriously.
I take you seriously. Whatever you say. Okay, who do you think's going down? You said.
I said, Ipswich.
There you go, right? But, Dan, here's the good news,
Championship players, mate.
Here's the good news, right? The good news is you played 2 of the toughest teams you'll play this season. And as I said last week as a Chelsea fan, we've only got to play City once more, right? That's it. We've only got to play them one more time. And the same year, I don't think you can make any call on Ipswich yet, right now, because that is the toughest start of any team in the league.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll give it a go the last 2 games as well. Teams of the past, like Norwich and teams have gone to City and they absolutely steamrolled and they've sort of tried to defend. We went out there to try and sort of play our game still, and obviously we got exposed at times. But I think with some of the other sort of lesser teams in the Premier League, we might be able to get some results.
Yeah.
But
all right.
It's a long old season to go. There's still 36 games anyway, so it's still
a lot of games to play.
Leif Davis ain't too many fans.
I know you've been bigging up Leif Davis.
I'm a massive fan of Leif Davis, right?
You bigged him up.
I think, and I promise you now, right, he'll get in the England squad, right?
He's had a stinker again today. He had a stinker last week against Salah.
Yeah, but he's playing Salah.
Well, if you want to play for England, you've got to play against the best players.
Mate, look, it's the toughest of starts. Just sit tight on it, right?
All right.
I've seen a lot of this boy. Trust me. He's
seen a lot
material.
of this boy in the Championship.
Yes, but I've seen enough.
Yeah. No, I like him as well.
I've seen enough.
It's a big old step up.
Of course it is. That's, of course, we get it. Everyone knows it. But yeah, it wasn't a great challenge for him for the pen, was it? It was a pen, by the way.
It's honestly like you defending.
It is a pen.
Like just diving in.
Stay on your feet.
Don't
go fishing there. It's going nowhere. Jay.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app, and on your smart